Hey guys, I wanted to do an update on my Pelican Bass Raider 8. I bought it for $100, which was, I thought, a pretty screaming deal. No seats. So I'm going to show you what I've done so far. Let me reverse this camera. So I built the seats myself, well, the seat brackets, and I tried them out without gluing them just in case I wanted to make some changes, and they would fall apart right at this connection. So it happened to me twice. I was lucky I didn't fall out of the boat. So I realized I need to glue them. And then I put these conduit brackets, and I figured out after I could see it was sliding back and forth, I put them right where the joint is on all four corners. Now the seat can't move back and forth, and they're super solid. I made them out of, I think it's what, schedule 40. Yeah, schedule 40. So it's pretty thick, and I was surprised how strong they are. This one I made just a little bit different. I did that one first, and then I ordered this high back seat, something a little more comfortable. I put in an anchor, 50-foot rope. I found out on this little pond I fish on, 50 foot is not enough in places. So I'm going to probably grab another 50-foot section, something I can snap into this one if I need to, or here I guess. Anyway, I added pole holders, and the front was pretty easy. I just drilled a hole and cleaned up the burrs, screwed it in there. I'm going to get some kind of different fastening system, maybe something that goes down into a bigger hole and then spreads out underneath. But I just pre-drilled these holes and put in some drywall screws, but you know, for now it'll work. Holds the pole. That's all I wanted. And then I bought a couple of these straps. I was thinking about building some kind of railing, and I might yet, but these going down the road, there is actually a hole in the frame right there, so that worked out good on both sides. Plus it holds my seats in. I ran it through the seats. So before I was worried about the seats blowing out, so I'd turn them upside down or put them in the back of the Envoy. Kind of a pain. This way I can close them down and put on the strap. They're not going anywhere. And I bought this trailer. This one I've had for years, and the boat fit in there just fine, but then the trailer's tied up if I want to do anything else, and it's really not made for backing into the water. I got a great deal on this jet ski trailer for $400, and he gave me 2 spare tires. So what I did is, as you can see, I left the original runners, but I just lowered them down and flattened them out so they're even with the top of this. And then I had this 16-foot board left over. It's like a 2x12 or 2x14. That was from some awnings I tore down for a lady. So that worked out perfect. And I just got some 3-inch drywall screws. You can see one there, and I just screwed them straight down into those 2x4s. Later on I'm going to get some carpet and wrap them, and probably get some stainless steel screws, something that won't rust. But it's almost perfect for supporting the boat. I went out yesterday, forgot my stringer, so I went back to shore and got it because I had a trout flopping around in the boat. Helps keep them a little fresher if they're in the water. And then I read something about turning the head backwards, because I think it would be nice to have the motor, from what I've read, and I can see why, have the motor in the front of the boat, and then it's pulling you toward where you want to go instead of constantly fighting it back and forth and back and forth. And so I took out this bolt right here, pivoted the head around, put the bolt back in, and now I can sit in the boat with the motor in the front, and it'll just pull me where I want to go. And I'm thinking about getting a couple of probably 8 or 10 foot cables like this, so I can extend this, and I'll put the battery in the back. I was going to put it in the front, but now that I've reversed it, if nothing else, I'll slide it underneath the seat so it leaves me room for my feet. But these pole holders, there's styrofoam in there, so once you drill through the plastic, You just have to put it on the angle, and you go down as far as you can with the drill. And let me show you what I use for a drill. It is right there. And of course, the best thing is once you cut through the plastic, pull the piece of plastic out of here, otherwise it's going to impede your drilling. And then you go down as far as you can in styrofoam, clean it out, go down as far as you can. You do that a couple times. And then I just took a big screwdriver and I started chiseling and digging out styrofoam until the rod holder would hold. They're about 8 inches long, I'm guessing, so they go down in there quite a ways. Well, let's see. That'll give you an idea from my hand how deep they are. But they'll do the job. Now I don't have to worry about the fishing poles laying in the boat sideways around my feet trying to pick them up. This is going to save me a lot of time. I put these in kind of at a 45-degree angle. So when I'm going, if I put the motor back here, whatever I do, they'll be off to the side a little bit more. And it would be easy if I don't like them. I can take these screws out and just rotate that. Pretty easy to do. What else did I got my straps, and back here on the back side there's a little bolt right here, so the hook goes right into that, and that worked out good. And this is going to be a piece of cake. I can what I usually do when I launch the boat myself, especially if I'm just doing it from shore and not a boat ramp, I take my anchor and lay it on the bank someplace, and then I put my boat in the water, and the anchor keeps it from floating away on me. And then I load the battery and the motor and the fishing poles and the tackle box. It's kind of a hassle. This way, I'm thinking it's going to save me a lot of time. I never like driving down the highway with the motor on the back because it's kind of bouncy, and I wouldn't want to lose that thing. So more than likely the battery will still come out, unless maybe actually I'm looking, I could put it right underneath there, and that'll keep it from bouncing around, because this thing, well, this old trailer was pretty bouncy. This one has leaf springs, so it won't be quite so bad, I hope. Anyway, hope that gives you guys some ideas. I might go out. It's as you can see, kind of cloudy, but not too windy. Maybe it's going to rain again. It was pretty windy yesterday, but I went out and caught 4 trout and a couple small perch. Anyway, you guys have fun with your rigs. I know I'm going to have fun with this. And I learned my lesson yesterday. If there's only one guy in the boat, only take one seat. Otherwise, it just takes up space. Hey, have a good one, guys.